On his deathbed, Kim Jong-un named you as next supreme leader of North Korea. What's your move? Probably get assassinated on the second day. Play 2 on 2 hoops with Dennis Rodman as my teammate. Make sure to keep the military and political leaders paid as to not get immediately assassinated, then slowly make behind-closed-doors deals with other nations to relieve sanctions without upsetting China, my only ally. I guess learn Korean. Sell it to the highest bidder. I'll divide North Korea into West Korea, Northwest Korea, East Korea and Northeast Korea. Laugh, then hit report spam on the email informing me of this fact. I'll merge North Korea and West Virginia and I will make Country Roads the anthem. What was the most fricked up thing you saw in school? In 6th grade, my math teacher was arrested for having child pornography on his laptop and watching it during breaks. He had just finished helping me on a math problem when he looked up at me, smiled, and said, "I really like that birthmark on your face, it looks like a teardrop." It looks really cute when the vice principal walks into the room and asks him to step outside. We have big window in our classroom and the front door was wide open. Outside stood the entire administration and 2 police officers. The vice principal took his laptop. And they left. Never saw that teacher again. The white dove they released for Peace Day got immediately snatched mid-flight by a red-tailed hawk. This was in elementary school. Saw a girl stomp on another girl's jaw with her high-heeled boot for looking at her boyfriend at the next lunch table over. I heard she had to get her jaw wired. Saw a kid throw a pickleball paddle at a gym teacher. Knocked her unconscious, blood everywhere. He was suspended for some time, was an asshole. A kid in my biology class accidentally stabbed his face with scissors. Then another kid chased him out of the room with a microscope slide to catch a few drops of blood. So he took his blood-covered slide and the teacher resignedly let us see the red blood cells still moving around. The stabbed kid was fine. A few stitches and he was good to go. Do you prefer physical horror, blood, gore, etc., or psychological horror, mind games, etc.? Why? Psychological for me. Just the type of scary shit that sits in your head for a while. I don't mind some physical horror, but I just can't bring myself to enjoy excessively gory movies. I definitely prefer psychological, but I'm even more a fan of paranormal horrors. Psychological horror. It just feels more real. Plus I love a movie or game that makes you think. Is it too much to ask for both? Psychological. I like seeing people be fricked with, and I like people who have the talent to do so. Anybody can drill a motherfucker's kneecaps or take a machete to a guy's spine. Not everyone is capable of inducing a mental breakdown. What is something that you would never confess to your family? That I've been sexually assaulted from a young age from multiple guys, one of them being my older brother. My mum found out about one of them and she called me a slut, a whore and a prostitute, then said she wished I wasn't her daughter because I'm a disgrace and I ruined her life. So I never told her anything about any of the others. That my mother, who always said time and time again that she will never turn into her mother, has turned into her mother. I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict at 24. They all warned me that my entire family was full of them, but I thought I was different. 105 days sober. All I want is to feel loved and secure, but I don't feel that in this family. I would never tell my mom that I don't like her cooking. That I don't feel like part of the family, I feel like I don't belong and like I am just a substitute for when my brother isn't around. I don't feel respected or wanted. I feel like my girlfriend's family likes me more than they do, and if I had the funds too I would have moved out long ago and they probably wouldn't have seen or heard from me since, apart from maybe Christmas, and that is only because of my cousins. What actor is the most guilty of playing the same exact character in every film? Steven Seagal, playing Steven Seagal in movie called Steven Seagal. Michelle Rodriguez. Always played the tough military chick. The Rock, he's an ex-military police that is now a butterfly collector, but then he has to save the world. Katherine Heigl, an uptight, controlling, workaholic, but learns to be a little more easy-going by the end. Kevin James. Mark Wahlberg. Always the uneducated but charming common man. What movies could have been much shorter if the main characters just used a little common sense? James Bond. If you can, don't invent a cool way to kill him. Just shoot him. Multiple times for good measure. And then, only after he's dead you can do inventive things with his body and tell him your master plan and do whatever you want. Rambo. He should have just kept walking through town. Tangled wouldn't have happened at all if Mother Gothel told Rapunzel that her birthday was on a different day. Frozen. The rock troll guys said Elsa needed to learn to control her ice powers, not suppress them. Easily Tucker and Dale versus Evil, but that's kind of the point. Toy Story 3. If Andy's mom checked the garbage bag she was about to throw out. Or if Andy would have put
believing in me and giving me this chance.
Subscribe.
He said it.